Hi. Hi, everybody. It's Kelly from Stamping in the She Barn. I am here right at 4 o'clock according to my watch. I am going to give it a little bit of time. I just thought I'd let you look at the annual catalog that is going to be going away. I'm going to see if this white would, oh yes, it can stay up there and you can still see it. Okay, then I can move this up a little bit. If you would please leave a comment that you're here, that would be great. I'm going to let it go for a little bit, and then we'll get started. Today, I am actually going to show you my last two templates that I have not shared yet from the annual catalog. Today is the last day of this annual catalog and the mini catalog. So I'll give it a little bit of time, and when people get on here and I start seeing some comments, I'll share a little bit more of that with you. And then I have a card that I just had some pieces laying around. I don't even remember if I had a camp or if I had pre-cut these for something else I did. I honestly could not tell you, but it was sitting in my tote. So I thought, well, hi Chris. I'm going to share one card I made, and then I'm going to make one with you. I'm also going to share the items that I got from the new annual catalog and the online exclusives that we were able to pre-order. And then next week, or maybe even later this week, hi Mom, maybe even later this week, I may start sharing some of my swaps I got with you. I got 80 swaps of cards, either from the online exclusives or the new annual catalog that we were able to order. So when I share what I was able to pre-order, if there's any of the stamp sets that you really like out of that, please feel free to say, "Ooh, I love that one," please make sure you put what particular set it is, because sometimes when we go, "Oh, I love that," I don't know if it's something that I've done, if it's something that I'm working on. I don't know, because sometimes I can't get to the comments when I'm trying to do stuff down here. I don't always see the comments up there. And I still have not been able to get my tablet connected where I could set it to the side and see comments while I'm doing things off on the side, if you get what I'm trying to say there. Okay, so let's see. So, oh, Jerry's here too. Hi, Jerry. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and get started. So this is our annual catalog. This is the one that I've been sharing all these templates with you out of. And it's actually done today at 11:59 Central Standard Time. That's where I'm at. This catalog will be done. Some of the things in the catalog will go to online exclusive. Some of the things are no longer available because they were on our last chance category on the website. And some of them transferred over to the new catalog. So today, since I have this right handy, I'll pull it back out again. But we are doing, let's see, template number 2, and we are doing, let me see, template number 7. So 7 and 2 is what we're going to do today. Geez, I feel like I did this one already, but it's sitting here and I don't see that I did. So I'll set that aside. And then this is the other catalog. This is our mini catalog that came out in January. And this one is also going to be done tonight at 11:59. Funny, now that I look at this, I got a card from a swap using this, I think, and I shouldn't have got one because it was in a catalog going away, but sometimes that happens. People make mistakes. This one's going to be carrying over. I know that. Let's see what else. Toadstool's carrying over, but the Toadstool Punch is not available until, I believe it's June 12th. I don't remember if the dinosaurs are carrying over. This one, Memorable Blooms, is going away. I will have this one for sale. When it gets sold out, then I can sell mine. And I sell mine at half price of the catalog. And the bundle is $55.75. So I'd sell it for what, $25, $27.50, about $28 roughly. Let's see here. The Link Together is going away. I do have the Link Together dies and the masks, but I did not get the stamp set. I had a lot of saying ones, so I went for these guys. Let's see what else is gonna go and stay, if I can remember right. Let's see, the birthday one. I don't recall if that one's staying or going. This is what I used for a stamp camp. And I do have, hi Laura, I do have 2 more of the kits from that stamp camp that I would be willing to sell. This butterfly one is carrying over, but our butterfly folder has been currently not available, and that is due in this week. So it may be here. Actually, it says it's due today, but I just looked and it's not there yet. And just so you know, whenever you see a price in a catalog that offers a bundle price, so for instance, this one right here, you always get 10% on a bundle savings. These little guys aren't available too, I noticed that. But you get 10% on a savings, but if it carries over to a new catalog, the bundle price goes. So basically you have the opportunity to buy it at a bundle price while the catalog is current. This designer series paper is carrying over. I know that. This is carrying over. This is called Delightful Wishes. I hope I'm telling you that one right. I'm almost positive, yeah, because it's in my, unless I messed up, it's in my stash of carrying over. I don't know about the Ocean Friends. If Laura or Jerry or Barb, if you know, as demonstrators, if this is carrying over, or at least not on our last chance list, you could pop that on there and say, Ocean Friends is carrying her over, or Ocean Friends is gone. Normally I put on my catalog, CO for carryover, and discontinued for gone. Storybook and the plaid paper. I think the plaid paper might be carrying over. I'd have to look at my catalog. I did not order either of these, so I'm not positive if it is or isn't. Let's see, what else we got in here? I know this one was on the last chance list. I don't know if this Big Happy Birthday is still in there. With You in Mind. Not positive on that one. Oh, this was one of my favorite mixed media florals, memories, and more cards. I did a beautiful stamp camp with that. My friend Lynn just did another one this weekend with it. Love it. It was on the last chance list, and luckily I bought one before it was gone, but I haven't used it yet, but it's there for when I'm ready. Okay, let's see. This is some more of the ephemera packs. I do have that one. That one is carrying over. Washes and Florals, I believe, is carrying over. The Greetings for All is carrying over. The Spring Celebration is carrying over. I did not get Celebrate Love, so I'm not sure if that is or isn't. But these were templates that the mini catalog, hopefully I should move that up a little. These are templates the mini catalog offered. They've got some tags, and you can easily put any of these tags on the front of a card. So you can take a card base and add that as a card. Let's see what else. I think that's pretty much it for this mini catalog. So that will be going away tonight also. All right, now let me share with you what I got in the pre-order. Now, whenever you see on any of my stamp sets OLE, that means online exclusive. It's telling me, I put on here, it came out May of 2025. This is the price. The stamp set alone is $20. I better get up here. It's $20. There's a punch that goes with it. This is the punch. And I don't have my label on my punch. I got to do that. The punch is $24, but if you buy it in the bundle, you save the 10% at $39.50. I do have cards made with this. Ocean Friends Last Chance. Thanks, Laura. So that Ocean Friend one is going to go. When it's gone, it's gone. I do have swaps with this. So if you really like this, I can start sharing swaps with you on that. Almost right away. I may do a couple each day this week. I don't know how crazy my week is, but I might do that. Otherwise, we'll start sharing some come next Monday. This one is Sunrise Sailing. I did get this one. This one comes with dies. This is some water dies, and then this is your sailboats. This sailboat here cuts out the sailboat that's on the folder that goes with it. Let me just grab the folder here if I can find it. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Okay. So this comes with a hybrid folder, and the hybrid folder, for those of you that don't know, folders emboss and leave a pattern, like an embossed raised pattern on your card, but that die fits right in where the sailboat goes, and it cuts that sailboat out. So I think I showed you. Let's see. Do I have one handy? Yes, I do. I showed you before. This is what my swap looked like that I made with that folder. So you can see I added some blending brushes on the water. I did put a real light cloud cover over the clouds just so they'd stand out. But you can see where it cut out that sailboat. So that was super slick. And then there's seagulls in there. Storybook Friends does not say Last Chance. Okay, so that's either, if it doesn't go in the new catalog, it will go to what we call the online exclusives. So this is the sailboat one. And if you like that, I did get swaps with that. I did get one really cool swap with this one. So if that interests you, make sure you leave a comment on there. Sunrise Sailing, and then I'll know that's one people want to see right away. Here's another one. This one's called Scenic Adventure. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Let me go back to this again. That's an online exclusive one. Now we can start ordering these tomorrow. So online exclusive has the hybrid folder with the dies is $36. The bundle's $50.25, and the stamp set is $20. So let me set that aside. We'll go back to this one. Scenic Adventure. This is online exclusive, May 2025. I like scenery things. I love trees. I love nature. I like water things. So if there's anything in that catalog that has that, I typically get it. There's some great sayings in here. Can't wait to see you again. Let the journey begin. Let the adventure begin. Just breathe and take it slow. I love that saying, just breathe. Just if you're ever stressed, just say to yourself, just breathe, and then just breathe. And it helps me to calm down. Hopefully it would you too. Let's see. You're amazing. Cheers to another journey, you could put. Cheers to another adventure. We got some little flowers. We got trees. I use this on my card as a mountain scene. I think I shared that one with you. Let me grab it real quick so you can see what I'm talking about. So this was my scene that I made, and I used this cloud as a mountain. And then I put water below and the pine trees. So hopefully you can see that well. I did put a little fun rays of sunshine in there. But this actually, when you look at the sample in the catalog, this actually shows it as a cloud. So I just had to, do something a little different. Here's some little water to put in there. That's how I ended up doing my water here. And then I blending brushed. So let's see, here's our dies for that. So you can see there are bigger trees in here, and there's grass. There's a row of pine trees that you could put. This is your mountain die that comes. Here's a small mountain. This one here is actually stars and a moon. And if you can look in here, that's die cut out right there as the stars and the moon. So here's some samples. I think these were in the Stampin' Up! Catalog. And I just printed them out for ideas, and I like to keep them right in with my stamp set. So if I use it or somebody buys it, they have some options in there. This is water. I guess it would probably go this way. This is water rippling. Here's a little campfire, and there's the little flame that goes with it. I love that card with the scene of the mountains. That's actually a cloud. Oh, thanks, Laura. Sometimes, you know, I can think out of the box, and other times I'm amazed when other people think out of the box and go, why didn't I think of that? I should share with you guys one of the things that I do when I get a catalog. I go through the catalog, and I'll go through it first, and I look at the pictures. I don't really read the sayings. I look at the samples of the cards. Then I kind of go back and look at what the stamp set says. And then I turn my catalog upside down and see if any of the stamps that are in there could be something different that I haven't thought of. And I have had some things come up that I'm like, oh, hey, that could be this or that could be that. I think, Jerry, one time you had said at our demo meeting, oh, that looks like it. I want to say it could be a tree when it wasn't a tree or something. If you remember, feel free to share with us on that. Okay, this is the more messages, and I have showed it to you before, but I'm just going to show you one more quick time. So this is one big stamp, okay, and it's got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19 sayings in it. So you've got lots of sayings. You can ink this whole thing up, and then you take your die. Here's your die, and you lay that right over the stamp set, and then you run it through your die cut and emboss machine, and it cuts out all those sayings in here. So if you look in here, these are ones that I've cut out. Oh, I probably had it open. I could have spilled it all over. I can't remember what I did yesterday, Jerry. Oh, thanks for saying that, because I can so relate to that. But here we go. So here's a bunch of them that are cut out, and I like to do them in different colors so that when I'm doing a card, if I know I'm going to be using, let's say, Night of Navy, I can use that as an accent and stamp this up and then throw it out there for anybody that's making a card. If they want a different saying than what I actually put on the card sample, they're welcome to go through the little bag and pick out whatever they want to put on there for saying. So that is what I like to do with this more messages. Now, if you remember right, oops, got to get that cover in there. If you remember right, it's an online exclusive brought out on May 25th, so starting tomorrow actually. And it's $25 for the stamp set. If you buy the bundle, it's $52, and if you buy just the die itself, it's $33. I don't know why. Well, I suppose you could buy just the die and get all kinds of tags cut out, and then you could stamp whatever you want from other sayings on the tags. That would work well too. Okay, so more messages. Then we have Impressions of Bloom that I got. Again, this is an online exclusive. It's coming out tomorrow. This stamp set itself is $20. The bundle's $48.50 and the dies are $34. And these are all basically flowers. There's a little bit of sayings. I appreciate you. Thanks. You can do thanks so very much. Thanks for being there. And then these are the stamps, but I want to show you something with the dies. I did not know this, and I found this out from one of the other demonstrators at the meeting this last time. So if you take, and let's just grab this one that was loose there. I don't think I've used this yet, so it's stuck good. Okay, let me move this out of the way so you can see here. So if you take and you die cut this out, just like this part on the inside is only going to give you texture. See those little lines? That will only give you texture on that little piece, but it's not going to cut anything out. So if you put that on a piece of cardstock, all you're going to see is that. So you need to really use the two items together, and you put them together like this, and then just use a little Post-it note to hold it together. And when this die cuts out, it's going to cut out that flower, and it's going to put those embossed little lines inside the flower. Let's see. Let me just think something here. I want to see if I have Impressions of Bloom online exclusive. Here we go. Let me see if I can pull one out and show you exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. If you can see this, let's pull that out of the plastic. Oh, because this was Michelle's card, that actually the one that shared this with us. So if you see that little die cut out with those little lines in there and that little centerpiece. So what she did is she took this die, these two dies together, and these two dies together. So it made the little texture in the center and then cut the center out. That's how you get this little flower to have all that dimension to it and texture to it. Love this card from Michelle. Okay, Michelle, you're my first swap one I'm sharing. She used the notes that cut out and gave you texture around here. She used an embossing folder behind there. She used some beautiful designer series paper that we can get, little banner. So look at all the beautiful work into this card. But that is how you can use these dies. Now you could cut a flower out just with this and not put, I got to see if I can get that line back up, not put that texture on the inside if you wanted to. It's totally up to you. But if you can do it all in one move, even better. Then you don't have to run it through your die cut machine twice. Hi, Karen. I do agree, that is slick. So let me put this back on here. You can see I have already been doing some die cutting, and I just keep the spare parts in a little baggie right in with my stamp set. Oh, that's interesting. I have two sayings gone, which that tells me, I hope, those two sayings are going to be for my my card club on Saturday for options for cards. So let's set that one aside. Okay, let me put this back into my folder, into the right spot here so that I don't mess it up. If I can find where I got it again. There we go. Oh, I got a bunch of them in there. Okay, so remember, if you like that Impressions of Bloom, leave a little note. I really like Impressions of Bloom. And then that one I can share with you. Oh, did I tell you? Online exclusive, May 25th. Stamp set is 20. Dies are 34. Bundles $48.50. I might have shared that with you. Okay. Let's see. Pretty Florals. This one I really have not hardly used yet. This one is from the annual catalog, 2025-26. I'll show you the front of that later. I can't show you the inside until tomorrow. $19 for the stamp set, $33 for the dies, and $50.25 for the bundle. This is my mom. I can totally see my mom with this one. She loves flowers. And these are the dies that go with it. And there is, if you notice, this is a bigger die. I cannot fit it in my stamp case. So whenever I have dies that I can't put in the stamp case, I keep them in their folder. I put them on a magnetic sheet just for ease so that they don't fall all over the place. But you can see all the different dies in here. If you look, here's a stamp that all goes together. So this is one stamp. This goes on top of it. Same here and same here. This is the details and the solid part, and they can go on the stems. This one goes on this one. It's kind of like a black-eyed Susan, but there's dies to cut all of these things out. There's some big leaves, a smaller leaf, another set of leaves. This is just a big flower, and this goes on top of that one, and I did get some swaps with this on here. So if you like this pretty florals, leave me a comment, like the pretty florals, and that'll be some that I'll show you quick. Well, I'll actually start showing them probably tomorrow, unless we have some time today. We'll see how fast we get going. And this is my very last one. This one's called Blooming Phrases. And if you notice, these little guys go right on the tails of here. So you turn them and you can have leaves and you can have flowers. There's the little, more little leaves here, little bundles of different flowers. So you can see I've cut some already, and you can see here too, I've stamped some, stamp on and off. No dies with this, so it's a fussy cutting program. So my friend Lynn will not like this stamp set for fussy cutting. But I love the different sayings that they have in here. So happy birthday, thanks, celebrate, hello there, anniversary, could put happy and anniversary together, just because, and thinking of you. So again, this is Blooming Phrases, online exclusive for May, $20 for the stamp set. Okay, I think, a couple things I did not share with you that I did get. I did get some embossing folders. So this one, hopefully you can see it there. This is flower pattern, and I did make a card with this for the swap, but these two come together, and it's a set of two for $9 called Glass and Gardens. So that's the flowers. And this one is just a textured embossing folder. Seen a lot of texture things done there. Oh, I can share this one with you because I used this for my swap. Let's see. This is the embossing folder part. So with this one, I did, instead of them standing up, I flipped it over and I made it more of a smoother pattern. I think you can see that. More of a smooth pattern in there. And this was done with the sweet jar. And then remember, my little flowers were from the scenery. And then let's see what I do for inside. Oh yeah, I just did little flowers, but it's a fun fold. I think we're doing this one for my fun fold class, if I remember right. Not this specific card, but maybe one similar to this. Oh no, I know. I did it for our demonstrator meeting. A little bit different card with that. But that's that embossing folder. Again, that's called Glass and Gardens. You know what? I didn't put on here if it's online exclusive or annual catalog. I'll have to check that and make sure. Then we have pressed flowers. So I think you can see this, and it's not the whole entire embossing folder. So you can easily do maybe just part of a card and have that on there. I did put a wrong number in here, but 165614 is the item number, and $11. And then one more embossing folder called Damask Designs. And I think you can see that. Hopefully you can see. Oh, there, that looked better. You can see it. They're just little designs all the way through. It kind of makes me think more of like a wallpaper design. I'm sure Damask stands for something, but I don't know what. What did Laura say? What's the price again on the Scenic Adventure? I'll tell you here. 1 second. And Laura, I saw a wreath made with the leaves and flowers and blooming phrases. Oh, that would work perfectly. I can agree with that. Okay, Scenic Adventure. If you get just the stamp set, it's $24. Bundle is $49.50 and dies are $31. I know you don't have the die cut machine, but Chris, you could easily do just the scenery by itself too, if you like that. Okay, let me get this all out of my way, and while I'm doing that, I'll try and remember to not have an all white screen. I'm working on it, trying to get better. Okay, so this is the new annual catalog. Now, there's lots and lots of things coming out in the new annual catalog. There are new in colors that come out, and they will be out for 2 years. These are the new in colors. I'm going to share with you right away, Chris. I want it. I hear you. Cloud cover. They're having an issue with the cloud cover stamp pad, and it has to do with our stamp pads are a foam pad. The foam pad is causing a reaction with this particular color. So we will, demonstrators could take and get the stamp pads. They're not going to be ordering anymore. But we could get the full-size stamp pads, but they did say that there's no guarantee that that's going to be a good pairing with the cardstock. The colors could be slightly different due to that chemical reaction. You can, however, get a marker, and there are ink spots that come in the catalog, and I'm just going to see if I can find an ink spot right handy here. Let's see. You probably get them in your paper pumpkin kits. So let me just grab a paper pumpkin and show you. So this is the paper pumpkin from this last month. Oh, and by the way, the new paper pumpkin is kind of themed for men, and it's mountain scenery. So you can guess I will be getting it for sure. Okay, this is what an ink spot looks like. So you just need to cut the little seam on there, and these ink spots are actually a fabric material. They're not a foam. Matter of fact, let's see if I got one handy here. Where would I have it in here? I have empty. You can buy ink spots that come in a pack of 5. I don't see any in here, though. I know I got them. So anyhow, you would get the ink spots in a pack of 5, and they come uninked. So you could buy the pack of ink spots. There's 5 of them, and I don't remember all the colors, but I do know, I think it's 5 or 6, but I do know they have one that's in cloud cover. Now, if you wanted cloud cover, you could easily buy those ink spots, that little bundle of them, or you can buy the ink spots by themselves in the pack of 5, and then you buy a re-inker and you can fill it up as much as you need. I will tell you, ink spots dry out faster than a stamp pad, of course, because there's not as much ink in an ink spot as there is in the regular stamp pads. Oh, look what I just found. 2 more things I forgot to share with you from the catalog. This is a gold ribbon. It is called Gold Stripes. I think you can see that on there. Beautiful ribbon. That's $11. That's another one of the things. And again, I didn't mark it if it was catalog or online exclusive. And then this is another one called Shaded Spruce and Soft Seafoam. So that tells you you got 2 different colors to it. There's Soft Seafoam, and that's Shaded Spruce. And this is a beautiful satin ribbon, easy to use, easy to make a bow with, easy to wrap around the edge of a card, easy to make a knot with. Let's see, I didn't put the price on that one. I probably have it on my other one. That's over here. Let's see. Did I put a price on there? Oh, didn't put a price on that one either. I don't think it was 11 though. I want to say maybe 8 or 9. Okay, so that's my spiel on the new annual catalog. Starts tomorrow. So super excited. I know a lot of you already have your catalog, so you can shop through that and you can start ordering. I am going to tell you, I'm going to do something tomorrow just for the fun of it. If anybody places an order with me tomorrow, me as their demonstrator, you get to get your own rewards, by the way. No host codes anymore. But if you place an order with me and it's $30 or more, any order, no matter what the total is, I'm going to send you out 5 pre-made cards, No guarantee which ones they are, if they're all season, if they're for a baby, if they're sympathy, whatever. I'm just going to put together packs of 5 cards, and I'll either get them to you or I will mail them to you. And again, that's if you place an order just tomorrow, the 6th. Doesn't have to be from new catalog, could be online exclusive, it could be whatever it's going to be. It does not matter. But if you place one, you're getting a little bundle of 5 cards from me. Okay, so let's go back to what we're doing here. This is template number 2. Here we go. Okay, and whoops, I just hit my light there. Hopefully my phone wasn't too crazy bobbling. So here's our template. We've got a background and then a focal center point, and I just put some twine around there. Kept it very simple. Misty Moonlight, Bright and Beautiful, Designer Series paper. This was kind of an all-themed birthday Designer Series paper, and that is on the last chance list. And I know as of yesterday I looked, there's still some available. Comes in 6x6 paper, and I think there's 48 sheets in there, which should be 4 sheets of, what is it, like, my math brain's not working right now. If you took 48 divided by 4, that'll tell you how many, is it 12 maybe? Yeah, I think it's 12 different patterns that they have, and it's 2-sided. So that was my layout for my original template. Now, let me share with you my 2 cards that I made. Let's put this little guy down so that we know what I used. So this is some of the new Designer Series paper. Oh, Lynn, sorry to be late. Glad you're there. Oh, thanks for your math brain. I knew that you'd pop right in there when I needed it. Thank you. Okay, this is some of that iridescent ribbon that we have. I think it's still carrying over. And then these were dies from something shapes. Okay. Oh, I probably wrote it down on here. Stylish Shapes dies. These are Sunny Day dots. This Designer Series paper is called Floral Impressions. That goes with some of those ones that I showed you. I love this paper too. Absolutely. I love the colors they put in there. Let's see. And then I used one of the more messages that was from the online exclusives. So super simple, fast, easy card, couple layers in there and some ribbon. And then I did add a little strip of that Designer Series paper, just to add a little something to the inside. So there's that one. And then this one, oops, let me put the paper with that. This one here, again, is number 2. This is the horizontal. The other was vertical. The ink was Summer Splash and Night of Navy. So Night of Navy here, that was done with the many messages. Summer Splash was my little flowers. And again, this is the many messages and then the blooming phrases pre-order that I got. This is Summer Splash ribbon. Dots for the Days, and this Designer Series paper is from Floral Bloom. That's going to be in the annual catalog 2025-26. Again, a beautiful card, just simple, and template number 2. So let's put this with that, because if I do a drawing, then whoever gets it gets my little cheat little sticky to it. So if you want to recreate it, you know how to recreate it. Okay, this is template number 7. Let me show you number 7 in the catalog again. That's this little guy. That is like the most plain and simple card to me. But, you know, I need to step it up a little bit. But to share the template with you, here was my template. So here was my little banner and my twine that the template showed. And then I did a little star and To the Grad. Balmy Blue's my cardstock. Pretty in Pink was my banner. I had 7 inches of twine to tie that little guy. Something for Everything was the star. And, oh, I did not write down the saying. Let me get it and just tell you so I don't mess it up. It is the Greetings for All mix and match. And this was in the mini, but it is carrying over to the new catalog. So lots and lots of different sayings in there. And then congratulations, I added to the inside. Now, because this cardstock was light, I didn't feel I had to add a white interior to it, but you sure could if you wanted to. I do that if it's any kind of darker cardstock. Sometimes if the front of my card is really heavy, but then the back is just simple like this, I'll definitely add a white piece just to balance out the weight of the card. So that is template number 7. And then I did a couple of different ones for this. Here is my horizontal. This Celebrate is the one, let's see, did I keep it in here? I didn't. Thoughtful. Okay, I'm gonna get it so I don't tell you the wrong name. It is Thoughtful Moments. And again, it's another one of those hybrid embossing folders where it has sayings. Hopefully you can see that. And then it has a die. So here's your sayings. Then it has a die that fits in there. And with this die, there's a few other little dies that come with it. Let me get this off of here to share. So this fits right inside here. And you'll know you have it in the right spot when it clicks in and doesn't move. So you put it on the front panel, you put your cardstock in there, fold it over, run it through your machine, and this is what you end up with. All kinds of cutout, embossed. You can see how it kind of stands up there. Embossed images. You can see I've used different colors with it. I've used gold foil on there to make it a little fancier sometimes, cards. My black is underused. Love this. I agree. Black is one that I've noticed really makes things pop, and I forget about using it. Okay. And by the way, hi, Leanna. This is some additional dies that come with that hybrid embossing folder. I'm going to put this right back on here so that I know it's in here. I don't ever want to lose these things. Okay, there we go. Normally I do an outline on here too, and I don't know why I didn't on this one, but I'll have to try and remember to go back. That's an easy way of knowing if you're missing any dies. If you see ink but no die, you're missing one. That's just my safety feature, which I'm going to leave this right on my desk so that I remember to do that. Okay, so let's see. Let's go back to one of these deals. Let's see, where is it? Okay, this is the flowers that I used from the Impressions of Bloom. I just used that flower, and I had used Strawberry Slush. This is the Darling Duckling in color. And then I used Blackberry Bliss because I used it on another card that I'm making. And for some reason, I didn't like how these colors turned out with the other things that I had going with it. So I got really lazy and I fussy cut them. I did not cut them out with the dies, but no, you could easily do that. But I was messing around, just sitting at my desk, fussy cutting them. So there's my Celebrate, little black twine, Sunny Days embellishments. Oops, there we go. And then I added one to the inside, and I don't know if you can see it, but Winka Stella. So that's another layout of the template number 7. And I have one more. Now this one's vertical, and I did the same thing. I used these stamps and then my centerpiece, but when I did this, I did stamp, let's see, I think I did Melon Mambo and then Blackberry Bliss and Darling Duckling for my inks. And then I did just take the one die for that flower that I showed you earlier, and I just die cut out the flower. Now again, I could have easily put this guy inside there when I cut it out. And if I did, then you'd see those little textures of these lines on that flower. I like the look of this card. Is this the one, Lynn, you like the look of, or was it the Celebrate one? I didn't catch your saying right away. Okay, so there's a couple more samples of some things from these new sets. Okay, there we go. Oh, and on the inside, I did a little flower there too. Okay, let's set that aside. And now we are going to make another card before we do our drawing. So this one, I had Thoughtful Journey bits and pieces. At first I thought, were these cards I gave away that I was supposed to do for the drawing? But, you know, I've been putting names on envelopes right away. So I think they were just spare parts that I come across. So here I use the plaid embossing folder, Misty Moonlight, the white with the silver edging. I fussy cut around the Thoughtful Journey flower. I added the Best Wishes from that stamp set, Greetings for All. And then I just die cut out, or I punched out a circle. Whoops. Punched out a circle from that Designer Series paper and added some little dots. So that's that card. I think I got everything on there. Plaid folder, basic white, Greetings for All, 2.5-inch circle, Thoughtful Journey, Memories, and more. Okay, so there's that card. Super fast, super easy, but I love the look of it. So now we are going to make a card. All right, so we are going to use... Let's see, yeah, you can see that. 2.5-inch circle punch. So that was my peach pie cardstock. And then a 2-inch Highland Heather circle punch. Blackberry Bliss is my card base. 5.5 by 4.25. Scored it 5.5. Yeah, am I saying that right? 5.5. No, 8.5 by 5.5. Scored at 4.25. Basic white on the inside. Oh, the Celebrate one. Good. Thanks, Lynn, for clarifying on that. Then I have a piece of Highland Heather. Let's see, what was my size on this one? That is 3.25 by 4.25. And then I took one of the Thoughtful Journey square pieces, or rectangle. What would it be? 3. Let's see. Can we measure that one? That would be 3 by probably 4. Yep, 3 by 4. And originally when I did this card, there's a scenery on the back side of this, and I added tape to it. And I'm like, oh, Kelly, that's not the side you wanted. And then I'm like, oh, I could easily do something with this side. So let's share what I'm going to do with it. Okay, so there we go. We have the Memories and More Thoughtful Journey on top of the Highland Heather. We're just going to go ahead and adhere this right to the front of this card. There we go. Then I'm going to take this peach pie circle and I'm going to put that right on the side there. Add a little adhesive to it. There we go. And then I have the 2-inch Highland Heather circle. We're going to put that right on there. Oh, what's that little dot? There we go. Make sure I'm getting up in the picture here. I'm hoping my lighting is a little better today because I got this little light right here that should be taking care of some of that shadowed spot. Okay, let me put this on the back of the card so we know what we did. And then I have a saying again from that same stamp set. Let me just pull this off because I did put some dimensionals on it. And it says, thank you. Now, I thought I could easily tie this right into that white strip right there. So that's what I'm going to do. And then I have some brass little birds and dragonflies. Oh, let me clean up my dimensional stickies so it don't get everywhere. So I have some birds and some dragonflies. So I think I'm just going to pick up one of these birds here, put one here. I'm going to put one going the other direction down here. And then I'm going to take a dragonfly and I'll put a dragonfly right up there. So there we go. That is my card that I made for today. Super easy, super fast. Light is good. I'm glad to hear that. Love that folder. You must be talking about that plaid folder. Okay, so there we go. And there's the inside of our card. I could probably easily put a bird on the inside or a dragonfly too. So there we go. All right, so some of these cards from today are going to be in the drawing for next week. Now, I'm going to do the drawing, but don't forget, and I'm just going to kind of set these out here. Don't forget, I need to get your votes on the stamp sets that, just set them out here. And those will be ones that I'll probably, there's 4 of them, that if you tell me which one's your favorite, I don't think you'll be able to see these ones as much. Well, you'll see the name anyhow. Let me slide that up a little bit. Pick 1 or 2 of your favorites out of these, and I will be happy to start sharing some samples of them. Either this week or next week. And let's see, if you have others from online exclusives, when you get in there and are able to look at it tomorrow, you can always come back to this video and leave a comment of what you would like. Because again, look here, I'll just do this. These are all the swaps that I got that I can share with you. So there we go. Okay, put these back in there. All right. Sweet jar and blooming phrases. Oh, good. Okay. I'm going to make myself a note right now, Lynn. Sweet jar, blooming phrases. Scenic adventures. I knew that one was coming, Chris. I agree. I think I only got one other one with that, but it's a beautiful card. Adventure. Okay. Karen likes pretty florals. Oh, Leanna's a blooming phrases, so that's 2 of those. Sweet jar and then impressions of bloom. So sweet jar and impressions a bloom. Okay. I love scenic adventures, and I'd like to see pretty florals made into a card. Got it. Okay, 2 for pretty florals and 2 for, oh gosh, I'm just going to have to share all those ones right away. Of course, the ones that I got. All right, guys, thank you for putting the votes in. I appreciate that. All right, let's do some giveaways. So this is who I, as of about 2 hours ago, this was the people that left comments. Chris, Karen, Beth, Laura, Virginia, Barb, Lynn, Julie, Luann, and Bobby. So all your names are in this bucket. And we are giving away 1, 2, 3, 6 cards today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're giving away 7 cards today. Oh my gosh, almost there's 10 in there, so almost everybody's going to get one. We're going to start right with the top one here. Okay, we're giving away the You Deserve the Best. And let's see. Okay, shake this up. All right, close my eyes. The winner of this one is Luann, which I have not seen Luann on here yet, but I am sure she'll come on and leave a comment. Okay, so that's Luann. This one is one of our templates again. This is a confetti sparkler streamer kind of celebration. And this one is going to go to Laura. Yay, Laura. I'll be seeing you Saturday. So hopefully that's okay to give it to you on Saturday. This one is Happy Day. And let me shake this up again. Close my eyes. All right. I think I got one. Yep. All right. And the winner of this one is Karen. Yay, Karen. I'll be seeing you Saturday. And I think I have another card from you last week and your t-shirts from Thrivent too. I'll make sure I bring out there. So there's Karen's. This one is a Get Well card. I don't think there's anything in the center. Nope, nothing in the center. But your little sheet with what I used is on there. So let's see. Shake these guys up. And the winner of this one is Beth. And I haven't seen Beth on here yet, but I'm sure she'll come. She's working. I'm sure she works at a school. Okay, there's Beth. Just gotta find out if, I'm sure I'll probably mail that one to her because I'm not sure that I'll be seeing her anytime soon. Okay, and now we have Grateful. So that one is going to go to Bobby. I'll be seeing Bobby tomorrow. So, no, I'll be seeing Bobby Wednesday. All right, that's for Bobby. Set that one aside. Now we have the You Did It with the scenery. Congratulations on the inside. Oh, these are those trees that were from the Scenic stamp set. All right, so let me put that back in the envelope before I forget and mess up. Okay, get in there, guy. There we go. Okay, so this one, whoops, one flew out. Okay, this one is going to Virginia. I haven't seen Virginia come on today either. She might be out shopping. She was doing that the last time, I think. Okay, so we got Virginia on there. And our very last one, to someone we're celebrating every single day. And we have scenery on that one also. And some little brass birds. So let's shake this guy up. All right. And this one is going to go to Lynn. Yay, Lynn. All right. That is it for today. I think I don't have any other news that other than tomorrow catalog goes live. Any order of $30 or more is going to get 5 assorted cards from me in the mail or to pick up or whatever. I think that's it, guys. Thanks for joining me again. How are we doing on time? Oh, 4:58, just about an hour. Thanks for joining me. I really like that card. Thank you, Lynn. I'm glad that you like it. Congrats to everybody. May you have a wonderful day. The weather's been beautiful. God is good. And I will either talk to you or see you next Monday or Saturday. Chris, I'll see you Thursday. And maybe I'll just start popping some card samples on there, or I'll save them until Monday. So, bye everybody. Have a great day. Talk to you later. I better put this in here. Can't be leaving things just plain white. There we go. Oh, there we go. All right. See you guys later. Bye, Leanna. Bye, Jerry.